Hey everyone, this isn't really a lesson, this is just a thing for myself. Um, you're probably noticing I've got a little different setup here. So, the first year of college, I was in an English class and we had to write a paper, and I chose to write about is playing an instrument or being able to play music really only reserved for gifted people. And not necessarily they're born prodigies or anything, but are people born to be musicians or are people born to be, you know, you know, physicists or doctors, whatever. Um, and there's a great book called "This Is Your Brain on Music," and it talks about that 10,000 hour rule. And if you're not aware of that, the 10,000 hour rule is kind of it takes 10,000 hours to master something. And so, I've always kind of wanted to put that to a test, but there's not really an activity that I think I'd enjoy enough to practice 10,000 hours to see if I've mastered it or not. However, one thing I always wished I was better at was finger picking. And I've got this set up because of a really, really great guitar teacher that teaches here in my home city of Louisville, Kentucky. Um, his name's Craig Wagner, and he uses this same setup. I've talked to him a couple times, and the sound that he gets is fantastic. He's able to do this incredible solo guitar work, but he has incredible single note lines, which before I'd really started looking, I hadn't found a lot of people that do what he does as far as finger picking at such incredible speed. Um, so I decided I'm going to put this 10,000 hour thing to the test, and that I'm a little bit. So what I'm going to do is every week I'm going to kind of update my progress with how many hours I'm currently at, just to see you know what'll happen. And I don't know if I'll stick with this, but you know we'll see what happens because it'll take a long time to reach 10,000 hours. If I'm practicing it 6 hours a day, I think that takes 4.5 years or something. So we'll see what it is. But his overall technique is pretty simple. Um, so his pick strokes go thumb, pointer, middle, and it's just that rotation over and over and over and over again. And that's really hard at first. It's kind of a brain twister. So I've started doing some different exercises, and I've kind of landed on one, which is just a scale exercise. It's actually a Paul Gilbert one, and so right now I've got it at triplets. I can get it pretty smooth at about 120 beats per minute. I can get it a little bit higher, but it starts to fade out a little bit. Um, and so I haven't really, yeah, I've just really decided to do this video. It's been, I'm right around 6 hours of this, so I've got it down a little bit. I'm kind of past where my brain's confused about what this hand is doing versus what this hand is doing. Uh, so here it is at about 120. So, that's it was a little messy towards the end, but I'm pretty happy with the progress so far. So, again, I'm just putting this to the test. It's not for anything. I'm just putting it out there. Um, but my hopes are whether you're a guitar player or because I'm almost 30 years old at this point, and I've got a lot of students that start their guitar playing career around 30 or 40, and they feel like they're so far behind that they'll never be able to catch up. So what my goal with this is hopefully after a while I do master this particular technique. I can get it to a good speed, and I'm in complete control of it. But again, the goal is for anybody, whether they want to get into competitive swimming or um, archery, whatever their dream is to do, no matter what age, they can view my progress and say, okay, maybe this rule, you know, makes some sense. You know, maybe all I've got to do is put in the time and practice and do it. And you know, we'll see what happens, and hopefully I'll stick with it. But you know, hope somebody gets something out of this, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson.